Now, we've done many VOD reviews. We've done console, PC, bronze, gold, silver. This is our first VOD review where the person that sent it in is playing against me. He goes for the easier targets, goes for the BAP. The BAP can't do anything. The BAP has the lamp, good lamp from the BAP. For a second, I forgot we were VOD reviewing Divine Lotus. I got carried away.
Watching myself.
That's what happens
when someone like me is in the lobby.
What can you do, bro?
I'm in your ass.
What can you do?
You can't do nothing.
I'm starting to think he's hitting on his supply guy. I wonder what it's gonna be like. I low-key trolled this first round, or this first point. Let me see. This is gonna be interesting because I wonder what I would do against me. Because I'm not gonna lie, when I'm on tank, I'm a different breed. I be breeding people. All right, let's see what happens, bro. Divine Lotus. It's an 8-minute VOD. Okay, well, yeah, maybe don't fucking get matched against me is my advice. Let me see what happens here, though. Let me go back. Tyler, don't forget, I'm head coach, you're assistant coach. First of all, chat, let's look at the tanks here. Let's look at the comp here, okay? We have Hazard, Tracer, Cass on a Lucio. They have Cass, Junkrat, a really handsome man on Ramatra, Kiri, Lucio. What do we think is gonna happen here, chat? What's our strength? What's their strengths? When I say we, I mean Divine Lotus's team, not my team. I'm them. Divine Lotus is we. I'm talking from his POV. It's his VOD review. We have nade advantage, but they also have the Suzu, so to be careful of that. We both have speed. They have a little bit better spam than us, but also we have a Tracer, so we can dive. They have the Ramatra. I need to be careful, or we need to be careful that their Ramatra, who is so handsome and large, doesn't shield off the Ana heals. If we get shielded off, that'll be detrimental. We can tempo shift based on the Ramatra form. If they waste Ramatra form, we can go in. Let's see what happens here. I think we should be playing aggressive. I think we should be creating space for our Ana. Our Tracer should be going in, so we'll go in as well. Let's see what happens. I think that's a terrible wall in general. I think maybe you could have easily walled this Kiri off or this Junka off and done some damage to the Ramatra, but I'm not gonna get nitpicky. Let's see what happens here. Okay, I'm pretty sure I trolled this first fight, by the way, if I remember correctly. Okay, we get one. Try to push our advantage. I like what we're doing. Oh, go in. There we go. Oh, no wall. Oh, yo, his Hazard's feeding. Kill him. Kill him. No form. Go. All right. Good first fight. Okay. First of all, I think you need to be way more concise with your walls. You are just walling nothing. If you're going to wall, do something with your wall. If that Venture goes in, you wall off main. The Venture's stuck main alone. You peel the Venture. You maybe win this. Like, what the fuck does this wall even do? Even if it does delay their wall or their push, what do they do? Just wait? Like, damn, we got wall. They just stop. Use your wall to do something. Use your wall when someone's trying to run. Use your wall to split. What the fuck even is this wall? Like right there. If you once that Ramatra walks up, you shoot the wall right here. It walls this ram off. The ram split from the Cass and the Kiri. The Adventure's in alone. You just back up like a good boy, bro. What are you giving all this space up for? This ram's gonna walk in. Look, he's just strolling in. Okay, you got a good kill on the Venture actually. Okay. Okay, we still have point. Good job going back to your team's LOS. Honestly, I don't know what happened there. I think your Ana got distracted. He probably saw me coming, so he just gave up. Let me see what this Ramatra does, because man, this guy is he pro? Comes over the wall, shields. Okay, this guy's good. Again, what the fuck does that wall do? You're using wall like it's an Ana nade or something. You're not getting value out of one of your most important abilities. Okay, what are we doing here? Let me see. Okay, we're climbing. What are you, Spider-Man? Do something. Okay. Big ult angle here. No Suzu. We ult. Big ult. Good wall. Okay, you should have dove at that guy. Good wall, though. That's not good. You should have definitely jumped to kill the Lucio here. You let him get beat off. You jump. What? Once this wall comes, wall, jump. Wall, jump. Wall. What are you doing? Slice him, bro. Cut his fucking head off. What are you doing? Great wall. This is an example of what I mean on how I want you to use wall. My mouse just died. I want you to use wall this way. He's scared of boop. The fuck? Who cares, bro? I don't even think the hazard dive can even get booped. This is a good example of what I mean by I want you to use wall for something, right? Wall to keep yourself away from Kaz. Wall to split their team. Wall when something's going on, right? Don't just wall to wall. This is a really good usage of your wall, but don't be afraid, bro. Dive the fucking Lucio. Kill his dumbass, man. So far, I think your ability usage is pretty bad. I don't think you have bad tempo overall. I'm glad that you're getting aggressive and actually fighting. Well, their Ram is sleeping because their Ram noticed that their hazard was going in. So their Ram goes deep into backline so that even if the hazard does kill our backline, regardless, their backline split. Let's take a look at what their Ram does here, right? Their Ram recognizes that their hazard goes in with ult. The moment their hazard goes in with ult, he goes straight for backline. Look, now, look at this. Look. The Ram, look at the hazard. Their hazard jumps in. Their Ram knows, beautiful human, by the way, knows that if he cannot chase the hazard. If he turns around and chases the hazard, what happens? He turns his back, their back line steps up, they do whatever they want. But by him playing so aggressive in the front line, getting slept or not, it really puts a separator in between the hazard and the rest of his team. They can't follow up on, look at this. The Lucio has to back up, the Ana has to back up, the hazard's not getting heals. Their Tracer's not diving. The High Noon is able to kill the guy now. And look at this. He lives too. Look at this. Perfect shield dancing. I mean, man, I would sub to this guy and gift 5 subs all the time. What should Hazard have done? He should have killed the Lucio. If he, I already said it. If he dove and killed the Lucio there with his slash, their Ramacha would have never got beat. Their Ramacha would have died. The Lucio would have died. The High Noon would have gotten no value because we would have been able to just kill the Lucio and walk away. We win this fight. Divine Lotus wins this fight if they just kill the Lucio. Him not killing Lucio is the fight decider there, pretty much. Maybe he dies after killing the Lucio, but he still kills the Lucio, and then the Ram also dies. Another useless wall. Maybe he tried to wall this way. There we go. There we go. Good aggression. There we go. Getting busy, using our dive. Don't be afraid. There we go. That was a good fight. Be careful, though. This Ramatra is known for 1v5ing, so never give up on fights too early. What's our plan here? I like this. Let them walk past. We go for backline. Okay, a little late. You don't want to... Why would you start this? You know what? Perfect idea. I genuinely love this idea from you. Let their front line walk past. You bait them. You dive backline. I like this. I just think you're a little too far when you engage. Why do you dive from fucking Yucatan, bro? Go for this rotation, but don't jump from this far. Just start the fight like right here, and you just run over here and you dive. Why are you jumping from so far away? Wait, isn't this a worse perk? Isn't this perk not that good for Hazard? Yeah, I think you want the wall perk so that you can use your wall and get more block, right? I'm starting to think he's hitting on this apply guy. It's okay against like Cass. Okay. Good job. I like your aggression. Their Ramatra's in, so you're playing aggressive. Not much you can do. Not much you can do. Let's see what does their Ramatra do there. No, I will say I love what you do here by going on backline. There's no reason to chase their Hazard or their Ramatra because he's going to get kills regardless. Let's see what he does here, though. Good job. Good Hazard ult from him, honestly. Looking for the right targets, killing the squishies. Gets 2 before he dies. You know, he might die there, but he's always good for at least 2 or 3 or 5. We have ult here. We got to be careful of Suzu, though. Good wall. And another perfect example of the wall. Ramatra is so big and girthy that their ramp can't even back up. Like, it has a little gap, but he can't even fit through it because he's getting caught on the spikes. So that's a good example of how you want to use your wall. You don't want to just throw it to do damage. Use it for something. I'm splitting the Ramatra. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. You know what I mean? Don't use your wall for something. Get value out of all of your abilities. Try to force Suzu here. Look for an ult. Oh. Did we forgot? Hello? Come on, bro. We knew they had Suzu. You're gonna hope? Right here. Look at their Ramatra. Their Ramatra senses the right side rotation. Their Ramatra notices that you guys or we. Look at this. Their Ramatra notices an immediate split. Their Ramattra notices the immediate split. The BAP and the Tracer and the Lucio are main, while the Hazard and the Cass go right side. What does their Ramattra do? He notices the immediate split. He's very fast decision making. He splits them off. He shields this way. And just like that, he creates a tear in between the teams. Just like that, Cass is dead. He's on the Hazard now. He knows he's split. He goes for the easier targets. Goes for the BAP. The BAP can't do anything. The BAP has the lamp. Good lamp from the BAP. For a second, I forgot we were VOD reviewing Divine Lotus. I got carried away watching myself. Good dive. Good dive. I think good decision making to go back here and try and get some heals. Oh, really good boop to get that Curie inside. That was really clean. I'm not mad about that. I think you should get the block perk, though. I think you'd be able to block much more. I'm not really sure what you could have done in that fight to do better. I think it really kind of fucked you guys over that their Ramattra killed the Cass early. Actually, I do know what you could do. I don't know why I said that. Don't fucking ult Suzu, dumbass. Oh, you got both the bad perks. What are you doing? You red. You genuinely red. Nah, I hate this perk, bro. I hate this perk. I'm sorry, it's not. I mean, it's good against the tank. It's, bro, 40% lifesteal on block? Nah. I'm gonna go see if Kuffa gets the block perk. You're all banned. It's the dive perk, my bad. Fucking, I told you guys, bro. I told you guys. This is Miss VOD Review. Okay, where are you going? Oh, so I was gonna flame you for this, but I can't really blame you for trying to run here. Chat, notice something, right? He sees their Ramattra walk around the corner. He feels their Ramatra's overwhelming aura and doesn't even decide to dive, doesn't decide to hold corner, just runs. So I think this is a good play. He sees them, decides not to take it. I think that's a good play overall. I think either way, you're gonna die on the corner there. I think it's a good dive. Okay, but now on some real shit, this is fucking brain dead. Actually, I guess it's not really that brain dead. Your team is dead. I don't even know wait, how are you even over here? What are you doing? Can you go fight people? Why are you on cart? Bro, I'm touching your team right now, and you're not doing anything about it. That's a good rotation. That's a good rotation. I'm not mad about it. What is that wall? What are you walling? I mean, you just took too long to do anything. I mean, their Ramattra, a good wall in their Ramattra, and you drop it and run. Yeah, that was more of a, I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me from their Ramattra. So that makes sense. You dropped the wall. I do think that their team and their tank in general are making it to where it's very difficult for you to get value because how slow you're playing. Like the moment their Ramattra sees an opening, he's in right now. Like he's in. While you're standing around waiting for something to happen, you're looking for snipe walls. You're looking for random things going on. But you're not gonna have time to do this against a tank that has really high tempo, right? The way you play works well if you're stalemating, right? If their tank is playing slow, we're playing slow, but their tank is recognizing that you're looking around trying to do something, and he's just shoving it in you, bro. You gotta do something. Set the tempo. Go for backline. Go early. You're just letting this guy do whatever he wants. Good wall. Walled the ram off. He can't go high ground. No. Hello. Wait. Let me see. Oh, you got a Suzu. You know what? It's not. I'm not mad about it. I'm not too mad about it. It's still a 5-man ult. 2 of them got Suzu'd. But here's my mindset on this ult, right? Is I don't want you to be proud of just hitting your ult. Yay! They're trapped. No, your goal should be that you trap them and they're dead, right? We got all these kills off of our ult. And I know they beat dropped, right? And you didn't know they had beat. But even if they didn't beat, your team is so far away. It would be a lot harder for you guys to follow up on this. I mean, look at you, bro. You ult, and look what happens. You use jump just to get there. So how would you follow up on this ult now? I think overall, you're just getting out-tempoed in this matchup. You are looking for things too slow. Notice what's happening. Notice what their tank does here. He recognizes what's happening, right? He knows he's gonna lose this fight. He needs to make something happen. They just windowed. You know, a lot of lesser players might back around here, play the corner, block, tight a little bit, right? But what's gonna happen is that's gonna give the other team more time. So what does he do? He puts the game into his own hands. Watch this. Runs that backline. Ramacha ults. He now forces you to do something. Now, in a scenario where originally you could have just kept diving and blocking and walling, you're now actually on the back foot because their Ramacha just ran at your window like he has rabies. Overall, I think in this entire lobby, you got out-tempoed. Their hazard recognized how slow it was taking for you to get something done. Their hazard recognized, or not their hazard, their Ramacha recognized how long it was taking for you to rotate, how long it was taking for you to dive. So he was going first. So all of your plans got completely negated because you wanted to jump around and wall climb like Spider-Man. All right. I used to be an awkward viewer and stuck in Diamond. I started watching you a month ago and I hit Masters today. Hashtag Yelp review. That's called AAR. After apply review. Is you gotta look for something faster. I think this idea right here, right? I think this idea that he had right here was his best plan in this entire VOD. He goes for the Venture when they're split. He kills the Venture. They actually win this fight. He needs to go for them. He needs to go for the players when they're split. It's simple, right? He tries here. He's just too late. This is exactly how I would play. I think you had the right mindset. Their Ram loved to play fast. Look at their Ram. He sprints at the front line, right? So the way you need to play is the moment their Ram steps forward, you're collapsing on backline immediately. What that does is it makes it to where the Ram can't only go forward, he also has to worry about you in the backline, right? But you were just so late. You were so late to do all of this. So by the time you're on backline, their Ram would kill Lucio or Cass already. So it wouldn't even really matter. You need to do something faster. So going forward, make sure you're outpacing their tank, right? You don't always need to be the first to go. You don't always need to run into their spawn. But if you're recognizing that their Ram likes to play fast, you have to either match his tempo or go a tank that's going to peel the Ram or go Ram and match the Ram. If you're going to play Hazard, you need to kill backline here, which I think you tried to do. Beautiful, beautiful idea, just too late. All the other fights where you did really good is where you recognized someone was isolated and you went for them. So I feel like you never say them as Tracer too. That's true. The two things I really want you to work on is understanding that your playstyle works really well against tanks that stand around with their dick in their hand. Rotating, long rotations, soft dives, random walls, slow diving, doing random bullshit, right? That works when their tank is allowing you to do it. But when you play the tank that plays fast, it's going to be a lot more difficult for you to do anything and get value. So make sure you're understanding that. Don't be afraid to use your shift. Now, not only that, use your abilities better. Use your wall for something. Why did you use this wall? You use your wall to block the high noon off. Good wall. I like that. Why did you use the wall on the second point? Oh, you used the wall to block off the Ramacha from his healer. Good wall. And then we get walls like this bullshit over here, like this. Like what the fuck is this wall? Like what is that? Calm down. You don't need to spam a bit. Like what does this wall even do? You don't need to spam abilities. Use them well. Take your time. Most of your walls are random ass walls that don't even like hit anybody. I mean, like look at this. What the fuck does that wall do? So use your walls for something. I'm using my wall so this guy can't run from me. I'm using my wall so that I split the heals. I'm using my wall to keep myself alive. I'm using my wall to split high noon. Maybe I'm using my wall to boot people off. But you're just using wall to use wall. Like it just does damage. Like cool, you got a fucking hit marker. Big whoop, bro. No one cares. I think you'll get a lot better, right? The tempo of this game was mega bunk. That's what happens when someone like me is in the lobby. What can you do, bro? I'm in your ass. What can you do? You can't do nothing. Look at this. Let's watch this last fight from their bat POV, chat. What would you do here? What would you do here? Look, what would you do here if their Ram did this? Watch. He's crazy. He's crazy. We can't even follow up on Hazardo. This guy's got rabies. Is increasing tempo mean hitting the backline more often? No. Increasing tempo means doing something. Anything. Making your move first. Walking up faster. Rotating faster. Ulting faster. Doing something. A lot of you guys, being proactive is the word. Proactivity. He is very reactive. waits for things to happen. He waits for things to unfold. He waits for rotations. He waits for ults. He waits for cooldowns, and then he goes in, right? I want him to take the game by the balls, and I think he had a couple good fights. He was just too late to do them. I really think so. The fight where he went on Venture early, he kills Venture, really good. The fight where he tried to go on backline early was really good. He was just late. As the Tracer, I feel like I was waiting for him to do something, and the enemy team was already doing something. Yup, that's true. The Tracer player is also in the VOD right now. Let's take a look at how their Tracer player needs to kill this Ramattra, but the Ramattra is just the GOAT shield dancer. He understands his limits so well. Look at this. The Ramattra gets slept here, and look at this. This Tracer, he can't really do anything against this. Watch this. That's perfect gameplay. But seriously though, I do think the majority of this game is a big stomp because you were just getting out tempoed. Genuinely, like it was just rough. The way I would like for you to do this overall, especially because we have, you know, the Tracer, is I do think you did it a couple times really well. You killed the Venture split, you go on backline, you were doing really good every like 6 fights. Like right now, you get a kill. I think you just needed to be faster at doing what you wanted to do, right? You kill a Curie. I think you had the right ideas a lot of time, but it's very slow. Hey, Applies, my 3rd month in Overwatch. No, bro, no free handouts. I don't like poor people. But round of applause for Divine Lotus, aka Myth. That was a fun VOD. I think that was a fun VOD. So the 2 things I want you to work on going forward overall: notice their tank's tempo. Notice what's happening. Adapt to the game faster. Don't just lay down and take it like a good boy. You know, if they're playing fast, either swap heroes and match it, or play even faster on the hazard, right? This is what the standard tank versus dive tank matchup looks like, right? If the standard tank plays slower than the dive tank will always win. So I basically knew that, so I just played as fast as humanly possible. And that's pretty much what happened the entire game. I just didn't give you guys space. Every time you dove in, I sprinted on your back line. I think it is hard to play against someone like me.
Not to glaze myself.
This is the first VOD review where I've ever mentioned the fact that it's difficult to play against someone, because most of these guys are fucking bronze that I'm VOD reviewing. But I can't really. What do you mean, OMG, bruh? Do you not watch the VOD? Look at how long the VOD is. It's 7 minutes and 52 seconds. In a flashpoint. I speed ran this game. This is a fucking world record fucking Esperanza match. What do you want me to say? So it is difficult, but you're gonna run into players that know how to play this way at high tempos. I think I really do believe, I'm gonna make a random percentage. I think like 75 to 80% fucking tank players in the world are just spectators, or not just spectators, but server existers, where they wait to do something. They wait for something to happen. They wait for someone to make a mistake. If they're reactive players, right? They wait for their team to beat. They wait for their team to do something, and then they do something. Once you become a proactive player, I mean, it becomes easy clap. I'm telling you. Another round of applause. That was fun. That was a fun little glaze session. I deserve that. I deserve that.